I want to speak about the filling system technology.
Yeah. Hmm.
What a filler can be asked to do. Fillers, filling machine are used to transfer many type of products from bulk storage into the container. The great variety of products that are packed and the container that they fill has caused the development of the large number of process, techniques, and the machine that use for product filling. Consideration is selecting a filler types of products. From very thin liquid to semi-liquid products, size, shape, and construction of the container, way of the products is measured, I mean, for example, measured by volume, weight, or count. Uh, Speed of operation, for example, relative slow manual operation, semi-automatic, fully automatic, high speed lines, special handling requirement to product, cost, installation, and operation. You must consider all of these to choose the filling machine
Hmm.
at the first. One of the first aspects to consider when selecting a liquid filler is the viscosity of your product.
Yeah.
Is the most important. Liquids can be anywhere from water thin to highly viscous, such as paste, with many other semi-viscous and thicker products between. Some equipment will be able to handle thicker liquid, while other the designed primarily for thin
Hmm.
products. Liquid products, for example, alcohol, soda and still water, dairy, such as milk and flat sparkling, yogurt drink, edible oil, soft drink, beverage, various juice pack line. This is different kind of liquid product. Semi-liquid product is same as dressing, tomato paste, ketchup, and sauces. The type of the container also that you are filling is very important. The container may be made of plastic, metal, glass, or number of the other materials. The shape of the container include those of bottle, jar, PET, can, pouch, and drum. I mean, when you choose the filling machine, you must consider about the container type to choose the filling machine. It's very important also. Most liquid and semi-liquid products are filled by one of two major methods. I mean, any liquid with two methods can fill: volumetric or constant level filling. In volumetric filling, the amount of product is pre-measured so that each container has the same volume of product. Constant level filling technique fill each container to the same level, so it is frequently called the fill to a level method. Volumetric filling is particularly appropriated for application in food and pharmaceutical industry where it is important that each container is accurately filled with a specific volume of products.
Yes.
And the Constance level filling is used with see-through bottles, in which is important that all of the bottles in a display appear to be filled in the same level.
Hmm.
Although the bottle may not be exactly the same size and the volume may be slightly
Hmm.
different, but you see as a display appear all the fill in same level.
Sure. Hmm.
We have two kind of filling. system, rotary and a straight line, or maybe inline filler. The rotary filler remove the container from the conveyor into rotating plate,
Mm-hmm.
which carry them in a circle through the filling machines. The filling's head rotate with the container as they are filled, so that there is a continuous motion. As you see in this two figure, you can see about the rotary filling machine.
Sure. It means that like the feeler somehow has the same speed or rotational speed as the bottles when they get inside.
Yes, yes. And for example, if you have the three section in a one block, all of them, the speed of all of this section must be same. It's very important in when you design the machine.
Sure.
Uh, the model of inline machine or straight line filler, each container as it moves along the conveyor in a straight line. This may be intermediate. This may be an intermittent motion operating in which conveyor is stopped until the container is filled.
Mm-hmm.
Then it
Sure.
moved just for enough place the next container in position under the filling nozzle. I mean, it may fill only one or number of container in each operation, depending upon to the number of filling head and the filling nozzle.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
For example, these machines is have in Kushesh Karan model machine is PF2P.
Mm-hmm.
PF this machine is inline machine, have a two piston. This piston not rotary piston, it's inline piston. For example, use this kind of machine for jam, filling the jam in a bottle. When you, for example, need the low speed machine with low capacity, it's better to use the inline machine, because the inline machine, the speed of inline machine is very lower from rotary
So I
machine.
would suggest that like products such as honey can be.
Yes, exactly. Now we speak about liquid volumetric filling. Volumetric fillers deliver a pre-measured volume of the product to each container, and the volume of product in each container is held constant. The advantage of this volumetric filling is accuracy, flexibility, and reliability, in addition to being easy to clean. Also, two popular type of volumetric filling method is piston operating and telescopic pocket filler. Okay, for volumetric filling, now we speak about piston
Mhm.
operating and telescopic pocket filler.
Sure.
As you remember, when I explained about the piston rotary filling,
Yeah.
I say it about a kind of machine later. The piston volumetric filling measures and delivers the product to the container by the action of single piston for each filler head. I mean, as you see in this drawing, you have for each valve you have a piston and cylinder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When the piston come up, fill the piston. When the piston come down, fill the bottle.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
We use the special valve to change the way of the cylinder and the tank. I explain it more.
Yeah.
Uh, the volume of product delivered into the container is determined by the volume of the filling chamber in which the piston is operating. This volume can be changed by adjusting the length of the piston's stroke.
Mm-hmm.
As the stroke is length, the volume of the chamber in is increased,
Sure.
and as a stroke is short, the volume of the chamber is decreased.
Mm-hmm.
As you see here in this section, as you see, there is a cam.
Yeah.
This cam can when go up and down can adjust the stroke of the piston.
Sure. Is it
For
manual?
example,
Is it manual? Like you decide that, for example, for which?
yes, it is manual because adjust according to the volume of the
Yeah.
container.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
For example, when you want to fill a special product with a special volume, you can adjust this cam to reach this
Yeah.
volume
Mm-hmm.
by change the stroke of the piston.
Sure.
As you see in this diagram, you have a tank and a cylinder and piston. The, the valve of the piston filler is very important. For example, when the valve has two way. One way, the tank to the cylinder, and another way of the valve, the cylinder to container.
Mm-hmm.
When filling the cylinder, the valve is closed. The valve to go to the container is closed,
Mm-hmm.
and the valve of the tank is open
Sure.
to
Fill it up.
fill the cylinder, filling up,
Yeah.
filling the cylinder. After that, when you piston moving down, the valve of the valve is open and the filling the container.
Sure.
As you see it in the top drawing of the uh, piston filling, if you have 360-degree, half of half of them, for example, in half of the this degree, you fill the piston, and the half of them you fill the bottle.
True.
Another kind of liquid volumetric filling is telescopic pocket filler. The telescopic pocket filler is suitable for automatically feed rigid and flexible containers such as metal can, plastic cups, and the glass jar with solid products such as peas, bean, corn, uh, dry pasta, everything such as this kind of products.
Sure.
Telescopic pocket filler advantage is high dosing accuracy, rapid container size change, flexibility and adjustment both to the product and the container, and a smart level control for constant filling. This is the shape of the telescopic pocket filler. As you see, this kind of machine for filling the olive
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
inside the jar. And this is, for example, in some, we have, for example, different kind of telescopic pocket filler. For example, this model machine have two sections. For example, in one section, you want to fill the corn,
Yeah.
and the second section, you want to fill some other vegetable.
Sure. It's a mix of two products.
Mix,
Mm-hmm.
yes, mix up two products. And for this, for example, for this reason, you can choose different kind of this section. Uh, Now we speak about liquid constant level filling. We have uh, four basic, I have a mistake is
Yeah.
here. Four basic method for using constant level filling. Pure gravity filling, pure vacuum filling, gravity vacuum filling. I think, do you have any question about the previous parts for
I think
liquid
you can
volumetric?
continue. I will ask later.
Okay. Okay. About the liquid constant level filling machine, we have a four basic method: pure gravity, pure vacuum filling, gravity vacuum filling, and one method for filling carbonated products, pressure gravity fillings. Uh, I explained this one by one. The first method, pure gravity filling. Pure gravity filling being not only the one of the oldest and simplest constant level filling method, and the common model is in the filling machine, uh, and also one of the most accurate ones for filling free flowing products. Use the most still liquid. The product flow is produced by locating the product supply tank high enough so that forces of gravity can be used to move the product through the feed mechanism into the container. As you see, this is one kind of valve of gravity valve. As you see, the in this kind of gravity field, the product come down with the gravity of the product, and the air of the bottle come out and go to the tank. Fill the bottle when there is no any air beyond the bottle.
Mhm.
As you see, uh, this is the one kind of filling, gravity filling. This is the tank. The pink color is the product, and the yellow is the air. When the product go inside the bottle, the air go come out to the tank, and the fill till the specific point that air come out. For example, you can adjust the length of nozzle that go inside the bottle to reach the constant level of filling. The maintenance requirement on is very simple. Uh, the movement of the moving parts, it's very a smooth operation without any leakage because the bottle completely sealed with the nozzle.
Sure. Mhm.
Because if the bottle not sealed with nozzle,
The
the
height.
air come out, yes, the air come out from the, not the go to inside the tank, going and overflow the nozzle and have a
Sure.
leakage. The second one of filling is pure vacuum filling. This kind of vacuum filling used primarily for filling narrow neck glass bottle with a still liquid. As you see, there is a, for example, as you remember, the hot sauce in a glass bottle. As you see, the neck of the bottle is very narrow in a hot
Sure.
sauce.
Mhm.
Yes, the filling of this kind of bottle, you must use the pure vacuum filling
Uh-huh.
because the viscosity of the liquid is little high, and also the uh, uh, filling narrow neck is very the filling neck is very narrow.
Uh-huh.
This is normally used and the filling and the vacuum filling machine normally not used for plastic and other non-rigid container because the vacuum jam the bottle, jam the PET bottle. You must use this vacuum only for glass bottle
Sure.
because it's rigid
Mhm.
bottle. Generally faster than pure gravity because the air come out with the vacuum.
Yeah.
And the vacuum filler work only when there is a seal between the bottle and the filler bar. We have another kind of vacuum filling. The name is gravity vacuum filling. Combination the both of gravity and the vacuum system. A light vacuum is maintaining the system to assist the drawing the air out of the container and to stabilize the flow of the liquid, having not the overflow or recirculation of the product. Because in a pure vacuum filling, you have recirculation the product.
Sure.
And in this model, not overflow or recirculation the product. That is inherent in pure vacuum system. Particularly well suited for filling this tiled Sprite and wine because there is a vertically no loss of proof.
Mhm.
A chipped or cracked bottle on which seal not formed with will not be filled. And also, for example, in Iran, using this filling system, gravity vacuum filler, for little semi-viscous liquid, little semi-viscous liquid.
Mhm.
And other uh, filling system is level sensing filling, making it possible to fill container to a level without establish an airtight seal between the top of the container and the fill valve. This kind of model is the name is no contact filling. Uh, you
Yeah.
know, no contact filling. I mean the bottle and the valve. There is no any contact to come out the air. Used primarily for high-speed filling of small neck, plastic, and the glass bottle. The fill level is very accurate, and there is no need to product recirculation. The position of the filler and the start of the flow can be initiated when the sensing device detects the presence of the empty bottle in the filling station. When the product has filled to the uh, desired level, the sensing unit signal the interface valve to stop the flow.
Mhm.
We have two different kind of level sensing filling. The first one is net weight filler. Net weight fillers are used to help ensure that every container has the same amount of product across the line, which is makes them ideal for filling bulk quantities of liquid products or products of high value whose wastage can be costly. For example, same as filling of edible oil.
Sure. Mhm.
You use this kind of filler.
So I
Net
think
weight filler.
powders also is possible to be used.
Yes, yes. But now we speak about the
Sure.
liquid. The net weight filler also used for powder and the granule. All of the products you can use by net weight filler. As you see the bottle in top of the load cell. In this machine, we you use the load cell. The load cell acquire the volume and since since the for example to PLC to stop or start the valve. As you see the valve, no contact between bottle and the valve. And the second model is flow meter filling system. Flowmeter liquid filling machine offers the premium method of measure liquid and fill the bottles. No other filling technology offers this advanced combination of feature and benefit. Flowmeter system offer huge cost benefit and a high degree of flexibility with prices filling. As you see, also this is the flowmetric valve. You have a flow meter that flow the rate of the volume, and we have a nozzle, for example, with the uh, uh, pneumatic uh, level to start and stop the filling.
In fact, the flowmeter filling is kind of volumetric, but it works based on the rate, input rate, and timing.
Yes, not timing, only the input rate, only the flow of the rate, not timing.
Because usually, like when you have the rate, and then you have to somehow, for the volume, consider the speed of the, I mean, the rate itself, and then uh, I think the rate is somehow dependent on the time. But anyway, this is just my guess.
Be- because we produce this kind of
Sure.
machines in our company, we use the flowmetric. This flowmetric uh, this flow meter, it's for our machines. We don't use the time accurate the time for the flow meter, only the uh, uh, sense the flow.
Sure.
Maybe there is a different, maybe have another kind to flow with the time. I don't
Sure.
know exactly. Maybe I have this. But this kind of flow meter is the best one filling method uh, for example, dairy product, because the maintenance and also the cleaning of the nozzle is very easy, and also because the bottle and the nozzle no have contact, the very clean filling system.
Sure.
And the last one, liquid constant level filling, is pressure gravity filling. Pressure gravity filling used for carbonated filling. Till now we speak about non-carbonated filling. Now we speak about the carbonated filling system. Pressure gravity filling is process that was developed especially to help hold the CO2 in the carbonated beverage during the filling operation. This method is used almost exclusively for filling beverage such as soda, beer, sparkling wines, and champagne, or also for coca in a bottle or can. A pressure of between 15 and 125 psi is maintenance in the headscape of the product supply tank to help the hold the CO2 in solution. in this section, in this filling machine, the tank must be closed tank to keep the CO2 in the tank. When the container is sealed in the filling valve, a mechanical latch opens the charging valve at the top of the valve vent tube. Uh, as you see in this section, uh, the gas injection to the bottle at the first time, when the gas injection to the bottle to same pressure level that is being applied to the surface of the product in the supply tank. The product is totally uh, pressurized environment. In the, if you see the gas injection in the bottle, and when the pressure of the bottle and the tank is the same, start the filling. After the filling, the gas exhaust and finish the filling section. This is pressure filling, pressure gravity filling. The name other name is isobaric.
Sure. And I have a question here. Is it like the gas will remain on the in the bottle, or the capping will come later? Because will it remain open, or it's
No, because when they fill the coca or beer, the temperature of filling is around 2 degrees. With this temperature, the CO2 couldn't
sure?
come out from the,
Okay.
yes, it for this reason,
Yeah.
not go. The pressure doesn't interfere the filling process, but it does prevent the loss of the carbonation. After the pressure in the container is equalized with the in the supply tank, as you say you before, the spring loaded filler valve open and the product flow into the container by gravity until the vent port is covered and the flow is stopped as in a normal gravity filling process. The filling valve also contains a mechanical sniff port which opens the head escape of each filled container to the atmosphere in order to gently release the pressure from the filled container and prevent gushing when the seal is broken and the filler head is removed from the container. Is the difference between gravity and isobaric, because when you feel the when the container and the tank supply is the same uh, uh, pressure, the pressure is around 4 bar, and after the filling you must gushing the this to you must go to the atmosphere.
Sure. Hmm.
There is a sniff port that sniff the head escape of the field container to reach the atmosphere.
Hmm.
This is a different kind of
Well,
model of filling liquid in packaging
sure.
line.
That was really brilliant and very vast explanation about different types of fillers. That was really informative, I would say. I, I, but as I said, I have a few questions actually.
Yes.
One question that I had, especially about the piston base or the piston form fillers, was that this is based on my experience actually. When I was working with one Italian company, their
Hmm.
fillers had a very interesting feature. And maybe I can say that this one was a kind of additive feature that could be considered as in a competition. The filler, the nozzle actually had a kind of um, functionality as a suction. So it means that the last drops of each filling for each bottle, at the end it was like take it out so it won't leak any in it, even single drop of that. And that was really brilliant
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
I feel that like it was
yeah.
very very important for the cost for the in fact owner
Yes,
not to lose anything from this
exactly,
material.
exactly. Yes, yes,
Sure, but I think like Kushish Karan is really the variety of the products is really interesting. I didn't know that the company like Kushish Karan is producing such an invest or like a variety of products, and I think you can literally from the start to the end of the line produce machines which are needed
yeah,
for production.
yes,
Well, thank you very much again for a very informative and full of passion, I would say, information that you provided for us. At the end, I like just for like 4 minutes or less than that, dedicate you to what you think about the future of especially the company, the
hmm,
field, especially at the moment that everybody is like struggling with this pandemic, COVID-19. Do you think that like this kind of automation, especially for the future, can be have a bright
yeah,
perspective? What is your idea? And especially, I would like to focus on Iran and let's you know the
yes,
situation.
yes,
Everybody knows about the situation, about the sanction and everything.
yeah,
But I want to have
yeah,
your overall view.
yeah. As you know, the food processing and packaging machinery industry is the fifth strongest industry in the mechanical engineer sector. The growing demand for packaged food and beverage is reflected by the demand for food processing and packaging machinery. Iran is the third largest sales market for food processing and packaging machinery in the Middle East. Global export to Iran reached 279 million euro in 2050. Uh, and uh, export of food, beverage, and packaging technology from the European countries alone rose 34% to uh, in the 2016. Uh, Beverage industry is a continuously growing sector in the all over the world. The global beverage industry is supposed to teach the market of 1.9 trillion by 2020. Beverage are liquids intended for human consumption, and this sector is major part of food industry. In Iran, from 3 years ago, uh, unfortunately, with the value of the USD dollar increasing more than 10 times compared to reals, uh, the import of foreign machines is very expensive and is beyond the purchasing power of the Iranian companies. Also, the government supporting domestic production. The government doesn't now at this time. The government doesn't allow to the import of machines that have domestic samples. For this reason, the Kushish Karan from 3 years ago start in to uh, produce the different kind of model machine than that the customer need. For example, some of the company need a special machine, Iranian company, I mean, need a special machine. They couldn't import the machine for this reason, for the sanction, and ask us to design it and produce this kind of machine. And this is very challenging for our company because uh, this is risky. You must have a experience about to case, and only for example, we can get this information from for example, some exhibition and some the machines that installed before in some other companies. You can see the machines and okay, drawing and also design again for the other companies in Iran. But the uh, after the food industry, it's the sanction not stop the I mean stop the uh,
The flow
technology, the flow. Yes, we're going
forward.
to the yes
Sure.
to reach there.
Because I think like anyway, Iran with the 80 million population, and it's won't no one can stop such a thing, because it's about food, and food never gonna stop. And that's the thing. And every time that there is a demand, there is a request, and there is a production. um,
Yeah.
but I think that in as an overview, you are positive about the future.
Yes, 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 it's positive. And also, for example, is before the high price of European machines and the high technology used that machinery are not suitable for investment in developing country because they have a certain and limited investment budget. Many leading machinery manufacturers are today preoccupied with the objective of producing faster, more automated machines, and these are generally unsuited for volume handle of factory by factory in developing country. As this time, Kushish Karam products a range of slow and medium speed machinery which are perfectly appropriated for this need of developing country. For this reason, we have many customers from developing countries, same as Iraq, Afghanistan.
Sure.
He has a very good
And in
market
fact,
in
from
these
the
two.
budget point of view and the financial point of view, is much more affordable.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. It's more.
Perfect. Well, I think this is the end of the podcast of today. Again, very thanks to Mr. Naeli for dedication of his time and effort. And this presentation was absolutely brilliant and informative for me, at least. I hope that our viewers could enjoy and a little bit learn a little bit more about this specific field of machinery. And please leave your comments and share it, and we will see. Hopefully we will continue this journey for introducing innovative companies around the globe, and we will talk with lots of people. But today I would like again to thanks Mr. Naeli for dedication of his time, and see you again for the next episodes. Thank you.
Thank you so much to you.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.